Hey crafters, it's Denise at Crafty Dendy, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southern California, and I am here to make my absolute favorite card. Have I said that before? Maybe, but this is my new favorite card, and I'm going to find this in the January to June 2021 mini catalog. And if you don't have one of these, you got to either go look at the PDF, I'll link that below, or let me know, contact me. I'll get one out to you if you don't have a demonstrator that you're working with, because just looking through here, so many ideas. But let me tell you what we're doing today. We are doing welcoming window. And look at these ideas here. So this is where I started. Now, let me tell you, you can get the stamps. If you don't have the Stampin' Cut and embossing machine or a big shot or something like that, you can fussy cut these. Okay, that's another video. That's next week. All right, but I use the dies, and look at all these dies it comes with. Well, let me show you. Or do you want to see the card? Oh, let me tell you, you can get this as a bundle. I'm so excited. You can get it as a bundle and you'll save 10%. That'll be $50.25. And then remember, at $50, you get to choose an item for free from the Sale-A-Bration Catalog. Win-win, right? Okay, look at this card. Gotta show you. Gotta start with something. This is where I started off with copying the catalog. How's that? And then eventually I got a little fancier and we went with that. What do you think? Isn't it so adorable? I decided that, well, don't spoil the secret, but I decided I'm going to be sending out a lot of Mother's Day cards this year. And this is what they're going to look like, so don't tell, okay? But my own mother is not living, but you know what? I have lots of friends who are not mothers to me, obviously, but you know, we're mothers, and some people that aren't even mothers that, well, you know, they fill that role, right? Okay, so that's probably too much information, but anyway, let's get crafting. We're going to start with this white paper. Well, let's start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. This was 8.5 by 11. Cut it in half, and we're going to fold it in half, and this will be our card base. This is getting near the end of my stash of Whisper White Thick, but never fear, Stampin' Up! Has already replaced it with Basic White. I should be getting mine any day now. All right, so this is, I made some notes when I can't even figure out what I'm doing. All right, so I went in by 1/4 inch. And this is what we're going to make. Let me show you how we do this. So on that stamp set comes with all of these. Okay, like I said, you can fussy cut these. But it comes with bricks. So we're going to make bricks, and I decided that my bricks would be soft suede. So let me show you how easy this is. And it's, I'm going to grab a scrap and put under. All right, let's do this. Grab my paper out. All right, it doesn't have to be exact, all right, because it's just that kind of stamp. And we're just going to go across, which is a little harder since I can't put my head above it because we'll get in the camera. All right. Like I said, it's the kind that you can't really mess up. All right. So like I little overlapped it there, but when you do the whole thing, it looks fine. Like here's a little bit that didn't come out real clear right there. I guess I just got careless, but it's kind of fits in with the whole wall. So I'm going to close this so I don't stick my arm in it. Let me clean my stamp, and we'll just use this one that's already done. All right, set that aside. Get my chamois out here and clean that off. All right, looks good. All right, did you want to see the dies? Because there are a lot of them. Let's see if they stayed in place. Whoa, I need to get those magnetic sheets. All right, so that's what you'd be getting. But let's get started. All right, well, I told you I was planning on making a lot, right? So let me show you what I did. Look at that. I just sat in front of the television watching Hallmark and cut a bunch of these out. So let me take one of these. Let's take a windowsill. Let's take some flowers. Well, I'll just set them aside here. Let's start with this. Whoops. All right, now the hinges on here, they come out separately. All right, so what I did was I put them on, let me tell you what this is, I'll get it right. Adhesive sheets. And you just put it on the back of the paper, and then you cut it through with your embossing Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And then when you pull these off, they're sticky. So you don't have to try and stick glue dots or wet glue on each one of those little things. So that's what I did there. And I just did a bunch at once, so it made it really easy. So this is what the window looks like when you cut it out. So let's just kind of arrange it here, see how we want to do it. All right, now notice that my bricks come all the way down to the bottom there. You know, the frame of it is going to be white anyway, so it's not going to matter. I mean, the card base when you put it on. Let me show you. All right. Okay. So let's just see what we want to do here. Because there's so many different things you can do. We just got all our bits and pieces. We can just arrange them and see how we want it to look. Now I think that, my fingers don't work. This is a windowsill, so that could go there. But then on this one, I actually made it into like a little bench, maybe a gardening bench. Let's see, do I have another one? Like I said, I cut out a bunch of these little things. All right. So we're going to move this all over, and we're going to put this bench down here. Am I in the camera? I hope. All right, move that over there just to kind of get it how we want. And what I did was I cut out some in Bumblebee. Actually, I did some in Bumblebee and some in I don't know, some other yellow shade, because I thought this would make it look like there was a light shining indoors. What do you think? Does that make sense? So we'll stick those on. And then, so I'm kind of building one like this. All right. So the flowers, there are two different shapes of the flowers. There's this one that has the pieces coming down, and then we can put whatever color flower we want in there. And then it's got another one that goes more straight across, or straighter across. All right, so decisions. And then it's got several different sizes of pots and vases. This is Pacific Point, and some are stamped off and some are not. Oh, there's the January host code if your order's less than $150. I keep forgetting to point that out. All right, well, let's see what we want to do here. Take that off. I think we'll make some Pacific Point flowers. How about that? Get this. Let's get the stamp set. I better put the bricks back so I don't lose them. Oh, let me set that aside. The bricks back. All right, these are the flowers that go with this one, I believe. Can't grab it. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get these in here properly. I apologize if my head is in the way. There we go. I love Pacific Point. There we go. Missed that one a little bit, but it's the style. It really doesn't matter. All right, let me clean this and then we'll do some Magenta Madness flowers. Okay. Take this. This one has the little dots on this side, so it's a little easier to see where it goes. Let me clear away some of my stuff here. Oh, does anybody else make a mess when they're crafting? Okay. Goes this way. And match that up. I think I might have moved it. Oh, looks good. I think you really can't go wrong with these. All right, let me clean this one. Oh, I just got ink on that. How did I manage that? Oh, well. I'm going to move this aside. Close this one up. All right. Wow, I really did. Oh well, I'll be able to fix it. I'll probably just pull this off, stick another one on. All right, just be careful with your ink, folks. Be careful with your ink. Why don't we go ahead and stamp the Happy Mother's Day too, since we're doing our stamping. And that one's right here, Happy Mother's Day. And got a little strip of paper right here, move those aside. And I'm going to do this in Memento Tuxedo Black. Make sure that it has enough ink. ABC, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Close this up. And clean this. Oh, sorry if the camera is shaking when I do that. Now for this one, I'm going to use a new punch. This is also in the new catalog. It's the Oval Occasions, and you can get the stamp set and the punch. I'll link that below. But what this does is it does a scalloped one and then just a regular oval. So let's put this in here. And this is close fit, but we can do it. Okay. Kind of made a mess. Like that. All right, we'll put that there and then we'll decide what color we want to use under that. All right, well, let's start putting this together. I'm going to use Tombow for this part. Just going to run it around the edge. I don't know why I get nervous doing this on camera. All right, and we're going to try and put this straight right about there. How's that? Okay. Does that look straight? I think that's pretty good. All right. Now we're going to put dimensionals on these, if I can see what I did with them. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to push that right up against there. Stick it down. It does look kind of funny with the bricks showing through, doesn't it? All right. There we go with that. Now we're going to go ahead and put these in. So I'm just going to put a little adhesive in each square. Make sure you do this before you put the flowers in front. I had a little trouble with that before. Okay, my take your pick tool. This has the sticky end. Now some of these are different shapes because this one that's slanted goes on the top. Just press it down. This is another slanted one, so we're going to turn it over and put it in there. Press it down. Now we just need some rectangle ones. And remember, I just cut out the whole thing. When you cut out this whole piece, these little parts pop out. So I just had to cut them out in yellow. Let me move these out of the way. There we go. How does that look? Does that look like there's light shining through? All right, we're going to put this one up on dimensionals, and I don't think that it needs full ones. So I don't have my mini dimensionals handy, so I'm just going to cut these in half. And pop up the window box or the shelf or whatever it is. And it kind of disappears behind this, but not totally. It kind of just depends on how you put the flowers on. I actually did some where I didn't put the little shelf on here. All right, here we go. Now I had to decide which flowers do we want to use. Okay, these kind of hang down a little farther. Okay, the other one we might want to put in a pot, but maybe we don't want blue flowers in a blue pot, or a pitcher or a pot. You know what? We're going to put the blue ones up here. Like I said, decisions. That there. And put that there. And then this one kind of overlaps. It doesn't have to. You can do it however you want. There. Isn't that coming together? Isn't that so cute? All right. Let's see now. For for this part, I'm gonna stick this down directly. I'm gonna use Stampin' Seal on it. I've got this on my silicone mat. Okay, we're just gonna put this flat because we're going to pop up the pot. Whoa, how did I do that? That went a little crooked. I think it kind of stuck to my finger. All right, we'll get it. Let's try that again. And see if we can get that straight. All right. Well, I guess we don't want a crooked bench, do we? And we've got different sizes of pots too. We're going to go with the taller pot. All right. Oh, I probably should have stuck this on ahead of time so it could dry. It's all right. Oh, maybe you shouldn't do it over that, Denise. I'm so glad you were able to join me today. All right, let's stick that on there. Yes, okay, and this we're going to put on dimensionals. And how about right there? All right, looking good. Yeah, let's see. Do I have a scrap of paper to put behind my little Mother's Day note that we have here? Hold on one sec. Let me see what I can find. I think I'm gonna do a shade of yellow just because I have that handy. Let's see. I think that's a brighter yellow. Let's see if I have some Bumblebee. Oh, I do have a Bumblebee over here. All right, thanks for waiting. Now, what do I do with my punch? It's right here. So this will match the light coming through the windows. There we go. And we'll go ahead and stick that on here. Center that. That's a great punch, isn't it? All right. Now we're going to put dimensional just on the bottom of this. Oops. Well, let's see. Let's try that again. Yeah, we'll put it on the bottom because part of it will be touching that. So we're going to put just a little bit of Tombow there. Whoops, probably a little more than I needed. And pull the backing off that. And there we go. Did I get that straight? It's so hard to do it at this angle. All right. How's that look? Now let's stick that on our card base. Here we go. Let's get that right over the top. Press it down. And here we are. Let's neaten this up a little bit. I got some extra bits and pieces. Over to the side. There we go. So here's the other one. And that I didn't move my ink away in time before I got stuff on it. But I have several others here. Maybe I can show them to you. And then next week I'm going to do like a totally different style with it. But we have those. And I put a little pot here. This is my pot because I can't grow anything. So I'll put an empty pot on there. I'll use the pitcher on this side. And just some different, whoops, got my little bits and pieces. I did this, oh, so notice I did blue bricks there, did red bricks here, and back to this was soft suede. And here's the red bricks with the red windows. All right, there is so much you can do with this set. And I know these are all pretty much the same, but it's kind of fun when I know I'm doing so many to just be able to, you know, move the items, the elements of the card around. So, all right, well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll give it a try. Remember, if you order this as a bundle, then you've reached the $50 and you get to choose something free from the Sale-A-Bration Catalog. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye.